Are you struggling with negotiating with your motivated sellers? Are you having a problem with confidence or what to say or how to get a seller to just say yes to your offer right now? Or honestly, how to get the best prices and the best deals on your wholesaling deals? Well, in today's video, today's live stream, I'm going to break down exactly today how to talk to your motivated sellers and get them to say yes to you for the best price possible. If you're somebody that needs help with it, if you're somebody that needs really a shakedown on how to start negotiating the right way, this is going to be the ultimate video breakdown for you. I think so many wholesalers, they focus so hard on finding the deal. And honestly, they don't deep dive with the seller of exactly how to get the best price from them, because in this market, if you can push it hard, and what I mean by this is if you can get your seller at just 10-20% more rapport you build with them, you could probably get an extra $10,000-$20,000 every single month if you are actually pushing a good operation, right? And honestly, for every deal, you can squeeze an extra $3,000. You're doing 10-12 deals a year, hopefully, like we're pushing a deal a month. That's an extra $30,000-$40,000 you can use for marketing and for everything. And so I could probably sell a crazy course on this on how to do it all, but honestly, I'm just going to give it absolutely for free today. What I really want to do is show you a step-by-step negotiation guide. If you're brand new, you don't know what to do, you need a bunch of help, this is going to be the video for you. And I truly believe this is going to be a very eye-opening video for so many wholesalers starting out that need help talking to sellers. The one thing I want everybody to understand, all right, the one thing you need to really break down today that I'm going to share with you is you are just over complicating your negotiating. That is really what I want everyone to take to heart right now. And before we break it all down, I do want you to know you are over complicating this business. You are really overcomplicating your negotiating. You're overcomplicating everything. And so I'm just revealing the secret up front so we can kind of let the cat out of the bag here. But if you just stop overhyping in your head negotiating, right? And when people hear the word negotiating, they get scared, right? Like, oh my gosh, right? Like they hear the word cold calling, they're like, oh, cold calling, negotiating. They start flipping out. Don't flip out, all right? Take a chill pill, all right? I want you to understand, if your blood starts boiling, if you get a little anxiety when you hear the word negotiating, I want to cut that out, right? Like it shouldn't be something that scares you. The thing that should scare you is what happens if you negotiate wrong, right? Like if you actually don't try. But I just want to let everybody know starting out what I actually think about that and the honest truth. But before we get into it, guys, you already know the drill. Make sure you guys go out here, hit that like button. Make sure you comment below your questions and hit that subscribe button. We had a lot of new wholesalers in here, so I want to give a shout out to everybody that's new. But hit subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't forget a live stream. On this specific YouTube channel, the Zach Ginn YouTube channel, I go live every single Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern. Yes, sometimes it's 10:05, sometimes it's 10:10, 10:02, 10:03, whatever it is. Got to set this thing all up. I got no guru, production team. I wholesale houses and I click the live stream button. That's pretty much what I like doing. So let's break it all down. Let's get into it. And let's really share step-by-step how to start negotiating like a pro. Let's do a quick audio check. And we'll be all set up and ready to go. And guys, also network in the comments. If you're out here and you want to connect with other people in your market, guys, let people know. Let people know what market you're in. Hey, I'm in Boston. I'm in Denver. I'm in wherever. Make sure you guys comment with everybody in the comments, right? This is a great spot. This is like a networking meeting on steroids. Let everybody know where you're at. And, oh, no. I already know all my dudes in San Antonio. I don't need to let anyone know. Here's the thing. I want you to reach out to, and you can get connected with somebody in like Lagos, Nigeria, who is virtually wholesaling in your own market. Maybe you guys can connect together and actually make some money. That is the point, right? You got to understand, we got a lot of virtual wholesalers out here. We got a ton of them, a ton of virtual wholesalers. And that's where I want you guys to connect, because when you can connect like that, ooh, it's money. So let's get into it. Let's talk about this. Let's break it all down and let's really get into it. And Let's talk about negotiating. Let's really do a macro perspective. Let's really zoom out of this so we don't get all stressed out. What is the main focus? Okay, your main focus on a wholesaling deal. Like, let's talk about negotiating, like negotiating only. Negotiations. What is the main focus? What are we focusing on? What is our main objection for wholesaling houses, right? Like, what's our main objection on a deal for wholesaling real estate for acquisitions, right? We're talking about acquisitions, is to lock up a contract. I don't care whatever way you want to talk about. This is wholesaling real estate, virtual wholesaling, whatever you want. Your main focus should be on the deal. I want to get a wholesaling deal. I'm doing acquisitions. My main focus on this deal is to lock up a contract. That is it. And what do you do when you lock up a contract? You are intending to purchase a house, then we sell the piece of paper for a big assignment fee, right? Like that's what we do. It's wholesaling, right? And so let's talk about this. Our main focus, and I want everybody to don't get confused from what a guru says or shmuru, whatever they call themselves. Our main focus is not this or that. Our main focus in acquisition is to lock up a contract. We want to make money. That's it. So that being said, we know what our main focus is. Why are we going to overcomplicate things? So when we are negotiating, we want to negotiate with that focus in mind. What's my focus in mind? I want to lock up a deal. I want to get a contract signed. That is my main focus. That's what I want to do today. I want to lock up a contract. That is what we're focusing on. And so if I'm focusing on locking up a contract and I want to buy a house, me and my partner, when I negotiate, it's a breeze, right? We're looking to buy a house. That is what we're doing. And when you do it like that, you don't get stressed. A lot of people get stressed because they feel like they're lying to a seller. If you and your partner have the funds available, you'll be fine. That is the point. So that is the main focus. Like we keep it really simple, all right? And so the next question is, why do we negotiate? Why do we negotiate? The main reason why I'm teaching you negotiations today is because you can bring a seller's price down from $70,000, $80,000 all the way down to 40, 30. It could be insane, right? The point of negotiating is we are going to try to get a lower price than is currently advertised from a seller of what they want to sell it for, or whatever price they need to sell for, right? Like, we're just getting lower prices. And the thing is, every negotiation is different. They're going to be people, I personally, like talking about me, I try to negotiate, won't work. Other people I negotiate, it works. Unfortunately, you're not going to win them all. Like I've said before, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, they don't make every single shot. All right. They actually make less threes than they make. There's more misses than makes in the NBA for three-pointers for LeBron James. Is that a bad thing? Does that make him a loser? No. Is Michael Jordan a loser because he wasn't 90% from the three-point line? No. He's a winner beyond all accolades you can think of, right? It doesn't make you a winner or loser. It just negotiating just makes you better at what you're trying to do. And so we're trying to lock up the best prices on our wholesaling deals. That's what we'll be focusing on. And so we got to understand here, we got to just stop overthinking things. And this is really where I need to talk to beginners out here. We have to stop overthinking things. What if they say this? What if they say this? Are they going to think I'm too young? I'm too old? Do I have an accent? Like, how to negotiate the right way? What if they're mean to me? What if they're nice to me? All these what ifs. All right. Like I get all this all the time. Oh, I'm so stressed. I don't know how to negotiate properly. Let me be completely honest with you guys. Let me give you a complete, honest perspective on this. It doesn't matter. If you treat buying a house the same way you treat buying something off of eBay or a used car, it's the same thing. And most of you guys have bought a car or done a used car thing or bought a skateboard off Craigslist. So most people have done something like that, right? They've gone somewhere and bartered at a gift shop or like something, right? Like most people have done something of that nature, right? And what I want you to understand about this is, since you've done that, so let's look at buying a car. And this is really what I'll break it down for. It's the same thing for negotiating real estate. When you bought a used car, did you go up here and act like you knew exactly, perfectly to a T, what a V4, V6, and all these engines are, and like you're the expert mechanic. Most likely not. I want to buy this Nissan Passat. Okay, like I want to go from here to there. This is a Nissan. It's a Toyota. Like, fine, right? Like it's a Toyota Camry 2012, right? Hey, you're selling it for 115. Sorry, you're selling it for 15,000. It's got 105, 115,000 miles on it. Okay. I mean, can you do 100? Can you do like 10,000? No, 12. Like you make it simple. Like you don't act like you're the expert car mechanic. You don't act like you're the expert salesperson. You don't try to pretend to do all this crazy. You just, I want to buy. Why do you want to buy this car? So I can drive places. That's it. Any problems with the car? Oh, it looks like there's dent scratch on the side. I have to take 1,000 off. That's when you negotiate a car, you're not clammy and stressed and because worst case scenario, you just don't get it. The world is not going to end. There are plenty of cars on the used car market right now. Like this is not a life or death thing for me. And when you start associating that and you just do the same thing with real estate, people just flip a switch. What are you going to do? Like they start stuttering and freaking out when they're talking to us. It's like, it's the same thing. I was freaking out talking to sellers. This is coming from me. But if you really use that mindset for yourself now, it's just like, I'm just here to negotiate a deal. That's it. Hey, they take it, they do. They don't, they don't. It's legit in my heart taking a three-pointer. Now, yeah, sometimes take a three-point shot. There's 2 seconds left on the clock. A little stressful to win the game. But for most of the time, if you miss a three, no one's going to like attack you for missing one shot. Like it's not, a must. And so like, don't be stressing out over this. And that's the one thing I want to understand for everyone starting out before we break down negotiating. Stop overthinking it. I feel like so many people will. And the next part I want you to understand is some people, they will not negotiate with you. They will not be good wholesaling deals. I hate to say it. I hate to say this in a mean way, but they will not be deals. There are some wholesalers that think they can close everything. I do not have that ego. That is clearly an ego thing to think that you will close every single seller. That's like saying you'll make every single three-point shot. It is just physically impossible. What I can tell you is if you talk to a seller, it seems like a good deal, and they just won't budge on price and it's not a good deal, you will have to learn, this is unfortunately a lesson you're going to have to learn first and foremost. If you know in your heart it's just too overpriced and they don't want to budge on price and you've done everything, just walk away. That's all you can do. There's nothing, we are not pulling weapons on people and saying, sign here for a discount or do this. Like, that's not what we do, okay? Either they want it or not. We're going to take $10,000 on this car? No. 20 grand. It's too high for me. I'm just going to walk away. Guess what happens? There's about 30% chance they call you back in a week saying, I'll take the 10. And you say, well, I'm at 8 now. Fine, I'll do 8. There are just a certain amount of human beings out here that will do that. There are a certain amount of human beings that want the most for their house. They should go with a realtor. I tell every seller this. People think I'm a crazy man for saying this, but if a seller wants the most for the house, I say, you want too much for this house, unfortunately, I can't do that price. Go with a realtor. Oh, you think I should go with a realtor? Yes. You want the most for it? You should go with a realtor. I'm buying it cash. That is it. Like I feel like so many wholesalers are like this. And it's like, dude, if you want the most for it, Mr. Seller, go with a realtor. Here's Sally Sue. She's a great realtor at my brokerage that I own. She's amazing. She'll help you out. She'll get it lickety split. Probably sold in a couple months, but just go for it. If your motivated seller takes the bait there, then I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with them. Okay, like I don't want them. It's the sellers that need to sell it for cash. The motivated sellers. If I make money in this business, guys, motivated sellers. When you don't do that, it's not what it is. So just understand, a lot of wholesalers will lock up deals. They'll lock up deals just to lock up deals. And if it's not a good deal, it's not worth it. So let's break it down. Let's go through this so you understand, and let's really share. So there are really 4 key elements, 4 keys to any good negotiation. If you want to negotiate and learn how to do it as a beginner, Wipe all the stupid guru smack out of your head. All of it. All of it. This is wholesaling houses. All right. This isn't garage sale flipping. This isn't couch flipping. This is not one of those other ones. Those are actually decent side houses, not the worst ones in the world. But what I can tell you, like, this isn't it. This is wholesaling houses. And so there are 4 main ways to negotiate a deal in your wholesaling house. And when you look at me negotiate real estate, when I do my live cold calling and things, you will find I do all 4 of these things. I do it subconsciously at this point right now. That's how many times I've done it. Ready to know what it is? Number 1, smile. I like to smile when I talk to sellers. I don't do it every single moment. There's not a happy grin on my face every time. But when I'm connecting and building rapport, there's always a smile on my face. And that's why I like cold calling live with you guys. So you actually see me wholesale real estate actually live. You're like, no, this is unscripted. Anything can happen. You guys see anything can happen in my live streams. It can happen, right? And so the first thing I do is I smile. Psychologically, when you smile, you actually are in a better mood. And this subconsciously makes you a better talker. You're in a better mood. People like it. It's more personable. It's just a better thing to do. Now, this is a good smile. Like, this is a smile when I'm talking to you. I'm excited. I'm helping you out. I know someone's going to take this and it's going to help them get their first $50,000 deal. They're going to help their family out, their mom, their dad, their kids. It's going to be a great thing. That's a genuine, like, I'm genuinely happy for that. And this actually gets me really happy and excited. Now, a lot of wholesalers do this. And they do like this fake smile. It's stupid. It's not genuine. It's not like a real smile. You know, they don't see a fake smile and a real smile. Don't do the stupid one. All right. Do a legit real smile. All right. Number 2, this is really important. This is confidence. This is the one where it takes most wholesalers a little more time than usual, but you have to have confidence. And confidence, the best definition of confidence I've pretty much found is a true belief in yourself of what you say and what you do. That is what confidence is. I'll argue any wholesaling guru coach on this on the planet, but that is truly the definition of confidence. It is truly in your heart believing what you say. When you don't believe what you say, you do not sound confident with it. Pretty much that's what it is. If I'm going to say I'm going to do something and I'm not confident I can go do it, and it's going to do well. I can't confidently tell you right now that I can run 200 miles without stopping at a 7-minute pace. I can't confidently tell you. I can try to lie and fake it. I could probably do that, but I can't confidently tell you that. But I can confidently tell you that I can run 3 miles as fast as I can. If it means that every guru has to get off YouTube for wholesaling, I will tell you it will happen. It will happen. I can give you my 100% confidence on that. Okay. It's a difference that is so hard to explain, but you subconsciously are so much different when you speak with confidence and authority than when you don't. One example, I always say this example. A lot of people are going to roll their eyes when they see it, but it's absolutely true. But if I am a waiter at a restaurant and I'm dealing with somebody who has a extreme allergy to peanuts, all right, and somebody asks me, hello, Zach, does this peanut butter and jelly sandwich have peanuts in it? My son is allergic to peanuts. I can say with confidence, yes, there are peanuts in that. Do not eat it, right? And then they say, okay, well, can I have this chicken marsala? All right. And I know for a fact from the chef who I've asked a billion times, because everyone's got peanut allergies these days, is there any peanuts with it? I know people with peanut allergies that eat it, right? And I've done 1,000 times and I've seen there's no peanuts in it, right? And they ask, does the chicken marsala have peanuts in it? And they ask me, and I say, there are no peanuts in this chicken marsala. So I said, there's no peanuts in that. That's a very confident, that's a very direct way I just said that. I feel pretty good about that. Now, if I don't know, and it's my first day on the job, and I know if they cook with peanuts and they use the same knife and cooking oil, and they might use peanut oil with the chicken, but I don't know when I'm on the spot and I say, there's no peanuts in that. No, there's no peanuts in the chicken marsala. You're going to freak out. okay? Because I said the same thing. I said there's no peanuts in it, but the way I said it was so much different. And this comes down to your wholesaling. Mr. Seller, I can do 104,000 on the house to buy it. Mr. Seller, I'm at 104,000 on this. That is what I can do. Now, I kind of changed the words a little, but you can tell one is so much more confident than the other. Mr. Seller, I can do $100,000 on this. Mr. Seller, I can do $100,000 on this. Which one is someone going to take or not? They're going to take the 100K that sounded more confident. People love confidence. I want you to understand that. People love a confident person. They love it. Let's talk about the next one. This is direct. Being direct with the seller. This is something that's a lot harder to explain, but it's completely life-changing for negotiation. And I can explain it pretty simple too. Let's go over this example, okay? Being direct with somebody. What are you looking to do with the house? Me and my partner are looking to purchase it. And like you answer it straight to the point. Hey, me and my partner are looking to buy a couple more properties. Are you looking to sell it? I'm direct. We're a home acquisition specialist company that, we have a financing department. I do this whole rigmarole and I go through it. I'm just direct to you, okay? And when you're negotiating with a seller and you say, hey, Mr. Seller, I need to be at this price, $104,000. Does that work for you? I'm direct with it. The small differences is how you say it. So, Mr. Seller, I'm at $104,000. That's what me and my partner need to be at. That's a very direct offer. When you say something of, can you do $104,000? Subconsciously, first of all, it's not confident. Number two, that's not direct. They're most likely not going to take that. And so being direct with the seller is huge. Then fourth, and probably one of the most important part, is just you got to be honest. Truthfulness is the easiest way to have confidence. And these things are all intertwined with each other. And that's why I wanted to break them all together on this thing. They are all super intertwined with each other. Because when you're not honest, when you are not direct, you do not sound confident. And when you're not confident, you're not going to have a legit smile. And that's going to throw your negotiations off. A lot of this stuff is because it's not how you say it, because how to say something is really easy in wholesaling. I can give you scripts all day, every day of how to say something. What you say is the most, it's just how you say it. So I'm getting confused. My bad. So how you say something are what all four of these things are about. Not what you say, because I give everyone the closing lines. It's how you say it. It's the tonality you say. So when you're honest with the seller, I get this all the time. Zach, are you in my own market? Are you in Iowa right now? No, I'm not in Iowa. I'm actually in Florida. My partner's in Iowa. Hey, that's an honest answer. Zach is telling me the truth. When you lie to a seller, you have to keep up your lies, and lying is just never the best. Very, very rarely I've ever found lying to ever work with a seller. It's terrible. I don't get it. The only time I'll tell everyone truthfully, the only time I've ever lied was when I'm doing a walkthrough and the tenants ask me who I am, right? And the seller told me, say you're a plumber, and I had to get the deal. I'm like, well, I'm a handyman plumber. And that was rough, right? Like, there's the only time I think I've ever lied, but that was with a tenant, okay? Like, not with the seller. And the seller wanted me to go with the lie and wanted to get the deal. It didn't really matter for the tenant too much. And so, like, I have to tell you the truth. When you say the truth, it helps so much better. And so now that is how you say something. But the question is what you say. What are the negotiation? What are the closing lines? What are the lines I tell you to do? Let me break them down. There's honestly 3 closing and negotiating lines that I think you should use in wholesaling real estate. Anything else is just, I personally, I think you overcomplicate it, right? There are people out here that do closing courses and negotiation boot camps and hours and thousands of dollars of just how to do it, what to do it, blah, 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 blah. They did all these crazy scripts. They're 40 pages long, and there's books and books of negotiating, and it's honestly ridiculous. As somebody that teaches a lot of people to make millions of dollars in my own business, virtual wholesaling houses, all these people, 3 lines is all you really need. That's it. Okay. Like it just, a lot of people think it's this crazy advanced system, but it's really simple. You just got to get really good at doing the simple thing. And that is it. Right. Um, I think Bruce Lee said this, and this is a great quote. He said, I don't fear the man that knows 1,000 kicks or 1,000 moves or whatever in fighting, but I fear the man that has kicked one kick 1,000 times, which basically means he's rather the person that practices one thing really crazy. That's who he fears, versus the person that kind of does it all, right? It's the absolute truth. When you're the master of this, that's how you do it. So let's break this down and let's get into the 3 closing lines. Now, if you went to freewholesaling.com, you know what these lines are. But first line is, it's not bad. You know, sometimes you're in a pinch. You got to get the line out. Standard lowball, right? Mr. Seller, I'm at this price. Or, you know, you say just a very low price. Or, hey, Mr. Seller, what price can you do? You obviously, when you're negotiating with your closing lines, you want the seller to give their price first, and you counter back at a low offer. That is the main standard lowball, and that's what I'm talking about today. Sometimes the seller doesn't want to give the price out first, but best case scenario, you do want the seller to give out their price first. And unfortunately, most of the time nowadays, it feels like they give out a crazy price starting out. What we need to do here is counter that crazy price. You know, we know the deal's at 100, they're at 160. Hey, Mr. Seller, I can't do 160 based on blah, blah, and blah, right? Like you got to give reasons why. Boom, you're at 120 or 110 or whatever it is. You calculate the MAO, do all that stuff, right? That's what we call the standard lowball. Pretty simple, not complicated at all. Next here is the dollar bill method. This is a lot better one. Rick calls this the volume method. He has a different way he does it too, but I call it the dollar bill method. And this is just using stupid logic with stupid logic. And what do I mean by this? What I honestly mean by this is, if your motivated seller says, Zach, I have no idea how much a property will sell for. I have no idea how much I want to sell this house for. I have no idea about any of this stuff or what property's worth, or just give me an offer. I get this all the time. And they have an offer in their head. They just don't want to tell you. And they say the stupid line. I get this all the time. Zach, I have no idea how much this thing's going to sell for. I have no idea what this thing is worth, right? I get this all the stinking stupid time. It drives me crazy when sellers say this, all right? Let me tell you what I do. I say, well, Mr. Seller, would you take $1 for the house? Seriously, would you sell this house to me for $1? 99.99% of the time, because it was kind of a joke, they say, no, I would not sell you this house for $1. And then I say, okay, well, you won't sell it for $1, and obviously you would sell it for $1 million. So in between that is a price you would say yes to. He says, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, what price is it? Now we've established you have a dollar amount you would take. Well, I don't know. You know, I get that again. They go back to their little cubby, their safety hole. Like they're like turtles. They go in their shell, and I got to take them out of their shell. And how do I take them out of their shell? I annoy the snot out of them. So ready for this? Well, okay, you don't know. Would you take $2 for it? No. $3? No. Stop playing games with me. Well, Mr. Seller, like, we can keep going. I go, would you take $500? $1,000? Like, what price works? Would you take $2,000? $4,000? No, I'll take $60,000. That's the price I'm at. And they get frustrated, and they finally tell you what they want to sell for. Standard lowball, negotiate, boom. Go from there. All right? That is it. And now, here poses the problem. A lot of wholesalers doing these methods, they are going to get very upset because sometimes they'll make such a stupid, embarrassing lowball offer that the seller says, screw you, get out of my house. That's way too low. And you're like, dang, what if I could reverse that? You know, pause, reset, and say the offer again, or like go for another one, right? And for a time in wholesaling, when I used to do this and I get kicked out of a house, I just sent the deal over to my dad and he would close the seller instead because they hated me so much that I just had another guy. And it worked pretty well. Sometimes our acquisitions agents, they get cussed out, and I would have to call in again as another person, and then I get a deal, right? And so this comes back to my favorite method. This is the method that kind of solves all of them together. And this is a method I probably still in the same course for, but it's the best one. It's called the good cop, bad cop method. The good cop, bad cop method is just the most OP, overpowered, amazing negotiation lines ever invented. I wish I knew this starting out in wholesaling, and I had to pretty much figure it out myself. And once I figured it out, it was game over for the wholesaling industry, just being honest. And I could have taken this information, just hoarded it and kept it in my little course, but I give it to the people for free because I make enough money in this business. I'm not a broke wholesaling guru. I ain't scared. All right. Now, the good cop, bad cop method is a method where you can say any offer ever and no seller will ever get offended by you. Never. And it's so amazing. And you can always judge a seller's bottom line price pretty much, or their reaction to a price without ever even giving an offer. It's insane. It is so powerful of a negotiation line that I just have to give everyone a warning before I say it. You're never going to negotiate the same way after I say it. And I've said this a million times. You go to freewholesaling.com, it's all in there. But the good cop, bad cop method is like how cops do negotiations, or when they interrogate somebody. They use a good cop, bad cop, where there's a bad cop, he's super mean, he does all this stupid stuff, he punches the table, rah, 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 super angry, mean, all this stuff. And then the good cop comes in and tries to be the friend, to be the nice guy. And then, hey, you don't want bad cop to be in here. And they do that. They've been doing that for hundreds of years, and you know why? You know why they still use it? Because it works. That's why they do it. They don't do it because it doesn't work. They do it because it works. And so for hundreds of years, if they figured out that this method works, it definitely works for wholesaling houses. All right? And nobody besides me has ever really talked about this. And it's a shame, but it's true. So let's talk about it. Good cop, bad cop is when you're talking to a seller and you're getting the negotiation phase, but you're not straight into it first, right? So I know there's a deal at 100K. Seller says on the appointment they want 140 for it, right? And so I'm talking to a seller, and we're chatting it up, right? Talking about the New York Mets or whatever, right? No. So, I was talking to my partner, Rick, and he kind of called me before this. He looked at the property, and he wanted to know if there's termites or anything on the property. And I said, no, there's no termites on it. A little older roof, but I'll see if it needs any renovations or on it. And, he told me he wanted to buy this house for $90,000. Just shut up. Like when he said to say 90,000, see, just hear, what is the seller's reaction to that 90,000? Either 90,000 for it? Yeah, I could probably do that. Yeah, that works. Or they say, that is what you offer me $90,000 for my house? No. I didn't offer 90,000. I'm just telling you, that's what he told me. And obviously, he always wants to buy things really cheap, and he's crazy. He just wants to buy everything for the lowest price. That's what he's at. I mean, what works for you to sell the house? I mean, obviously, I'm the one here. I'm the person that puts pen to paper. So you're lucky I'm here, not Rick. Like, what works for you? And see, I just lowballed him 90 grand. But guess what? He's not mad at me it's just crazy Rick. And guess what happens when my acquisitions, if my guy John goes out there, guess what happens? Crazy Zach wants everything so cheap. You're lucky I'm here, not Zach. And the ball keeps getting kicked down the line. And so now you know this. You can do this for all your deals and just negotiate the best price from there. The honest truth is, it works every time because you are kicking the can to a bad cop and you are the good cop. And so they're always nicer with you. And whatever the bad cop did, which he negotiated that price. He said that crazy low price, not me. I cannot stress the importance of the good cop, bad cop method for negotiations. Guys, I just told you a $3,000 closing line for negotiations. If I was to be a guru, I would legit have a $3,000 acquisitions boot camp. And this is the big secret I'd hide at the end. I would sell everything on the good cop, bad cop method. I wouldn't say what it was. I would have Facebook ads and all this crazy stuff. I'd be raking in a bunch of guru money, but I make enough money wholesaling. So just understand, use that with confidence, use that with authority, knowing it's something people usually pay thousands of dollars to know this method, and use it responsibly, right? And so honestly, that's what I could tell you. That method I also use works very well in life too. If you're talking to a spouse or whatever, and I was talking to my buddy John, and he wanted to go to Hawaii for the weekend on a trip. You think Hawaii's crazy, or you can do whatever you want, my buddy he bought one of those new Teslas. What do you think about the new Teslas? Right? Like, you see the reaction to things. Oh, he just moved. My buddy, he just moved to over there to Vegas, right? What do you think about living in Vegas? He just moved there, or he was thinking about moving there, right? Like, you can use this in a very powerful way in your personal life, but I'm just saying it works. And so I want everyone to understand that the good cop, bad cop method works so many times. All right. And so the last one here is pretty standard, but just know your objections, right? There's probably, honestly, there's probably 8 main objections in wholesaling real estate, and you should know how to counter them. Objections are like boxing, right? And so if you're doing some boxing, you're going to figure out how to counter those moves. So in boxing, when they teach you, okay, if someone has their fist up and they go for a straight jab, like a straight jab, you're going to figure out pretty quick, you are just going to get out of the way when someone tries to punch you. Pretty simple. Someone goes straight, you hit the side. Okay, what if somebody does a hook? Okay, somebody does a hook on the side. I can block it, right? Block it. I can go back, right? I can go down. Like, there's ways to go around a hook. And the cool part about wholesaling is it's not like a jab where it's like super fast and scary. It's pretty slow jabs, right? It's not a Mike Tyson hook, okay? It's not a Mike Tyson uppercut. Like it's pretty slow. When they say it, you know how to answer it pretty quick. And you can even have a cheat sheet. Works really well. So know your objections. Go to freewholesaling.com. There's probably 20 I have at freewholesaling.com to break down. And so just understand them, know what they are, and you'll do very well in this business. But honestly, what I could tell you is that is my full negotiation, like, little talk today, a little webinar. I don't know what you call it, but honestly, if you want to know how to negotiate, I would tell everyone just go to freewholesaling.com. That is my free real estate wholesaling course where I teach wholesaling real estate absolutely for free. Did I mention it was free? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I was too crazy on that. But if you do want to learn wholesaling real estate for free, I do recommend you do go below here to freewholesaling.com, and I can break down exactly the whole wholesaling real estate process. So what I want to do is answer some questions. We're going to do some one-on-ones today and see how I can make you a better wholesaler today. That is the point I want to do. That's how I feel like you're going to be the best wholesaler possible today. So let's check on everything here. Let's go pull up the comments, and let's see how I can help you out with this here. All right, so we're popping everything up. We're getting some comments here, and let's see what I can do. Kyle, what is up? Kyle said, got my only deal so far with that method. I'm telling you, the good cop, bad cop method. It works. It's powerful. It's amazing. I recommend it. Everybody uses it. You got to practice it, right? Let's see. Hey, Zach, I asked ChatGPT to generate me 20 leads, and it gave them to me. What do you think of it now? ChatGPT is just, you ask it for something it doesn't know, it will literally go out here and produce it. Don't ask ChatGPT for that. All right, it ain't gonna work. All right. So it's, I fear not the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man that practiced one kick 10,000 times. That's what he meant there. All right, cool. Let's see here. Daddy Brick says, I thought don't tell him you're a wholesaler. Well, you and your partner are buying it, so technically you're not wholesaling it, so a little different. Let's see here. Jorge says, I got 2 deals where I completely lost when looking for ARV in non-disclosure state. Is MLS access needed for comps? Yes. When you're in Texas, it's what we call a non-disclosure state, which unfortunately means the sold prices are private. The only way around it really is usually using a service that has MLS access. And so really the top 3 ones that have MLS access are listrei.com, listrei.com. That's PropStream. They've had MLS access for a very long time now. They lost MLS access like a year ago for like, I think a month. And Batch was the only one that had it. And then they got it back. They had to negotiate with them. And now they all have it. Batch has it too. We love Batch. And then dmzac.com has it too when you're driving for dollars too. So dmzac, so listrei.com, dmzac.com, and then zacdata.com. They all have MLS access on there. If you're in Houston, you can actually go to the, it's called har.com, and you can actually find comps for free in Houston for Texas. Outside of that, it's probably going to be the only best way. You can go and try to find a wholesaler in your market that has PropStream. You can find a realtor that you can work with too. There's a lot of ways around it, but honestly, you can find what the on markets are. That kind of helps, but cash flow comps, all that stuff. But yeah. I am King says, Zach, you're amazing, man. You're amazing, man. I'm so close to my first deal. I'm scared I could earn 5 to 10K. Dude, you shouldn't be scared to earn 5 to 10K. It is your right from the hard work and dedication you've done. Go after it, man. Right? That's what I'm telling you. All right. So, and my King says, is this live or pre-recorded? I think this is live, but hey, what are we going to do? So yeah, I do these all live. Don't worry. All right. So let's do some one-on-ones. If you want to do one-on-ones, I'm going to go pin the StreamYard link on the top on YouTube right now so we don't miss it. So we go StreamYard. Link in the comments for you guys here. So let's go find it. All right. Let's see here. All right. Boom. All right. What we got? Oh, look at this. Rick Ginn's on. Great advice. Awesome. Rick's going to go live tomorrow on his channel. So make sure you go to Rick Ginn on YouTube. He'll be live tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern. So, yeah. All right. So first off here, we got, let's see here. We got Hunter. What is up?
Hey, Zach.
What's up? How can I help you out?
Okay, well, I talked to you last Sunday. I don't know if you remember, but
I know you're in Louisiana. What's up? Did you do the list?
Yeah, I tried. So like you told me to call the number with the probates, but the lady on I guess the court lady or whatever, she told me she isn't required to give out that information without paying the fee, but the fee is like $160. So like pay the fee to get it, like have access to the documents. If not, I got to go up to the courthouse and try to get it from their computer because they give it free if you go to the courthouse. But other than that, I'm waiting for the code violations because they're being really slow. But I've been calling them every day trying to see like what's the status on it, because there's like one supervisor and he's the one that gives out all the information or whatever. And then I did water shutoffs, and I'm waiting on that too because I've been emailing the lady back and forth. But my thing is, I feel like I'm moving slow because I don't know if I should just like start doing multiple areas or just stick to my area until I get these lists.
It's your area, man. Are you emailing or calling?
Both.
All right. Well, are you calling the water shutoff?
I called her first, but then I started emailing her because that's like a process, I guess. She told me she would email me.
That's fine. Do that. You can do the fire damage property, tax delinquencies on the property appraiser. Like it, you can get really busy pulling government lists, man. So start pulling more while you're waiting.
Okay. With the tax delinquency and stuff like that, do you gotta pull that from the courthouse or can you pull it from somewhere else?
Property appraiser.
Okay. Okay. So I would just search a property appraiser for Lafayette and then go from there?
Yep, for the county.
All right.
Whatever parish it is or whatever they have.
Yeah. All right. I was just wondering if I should like just wait for these lists or if I should start trying to pull more lists from other areas.
Bro, Did you do the property appraiser, the tax delinquencies?
I don't know how to do that.
So do it, bro. Go to
Yeah.
freelisting.com. All right, let me tell you what to do then. All right, you go call the property appraiser. Can I have a list of all the properties that are behind on taxes this year that are delinquent? That's it.
Okay.
Now you can't say you don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I got that. I haven't seen that yet, but okay.
I just told you it.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good, man. That's really all I had. Until I get these lists, I'm probably gonna have more questions, but that's where I'm at right
Well,
now.
I got homework for you now. So we're going to add 2 more while we're waiting. Fire damage properties, and then you're doing water, so just do the tax delinquencies on top of that too.
Okay. Now with the fire damage, how do you? I'm kind of confused. Like with whenever you buy a fire damage property, like how much on price would you change? Like how do you know what to offer if it's a fire damage?
So I think Rick did a really good video on it on a couple weeks ago or last week. I would go watch it on his channel or the Flip with Rick YouTube channel, or I think it's on this channel too. While I'm doing it, I'm gonna look it up. It was really good, and so I would definitely look it up. He broke it down really quick, but specifically, are you talking about how you're gonna get paid or the seller?
No, I'm curious. I know how that whole process works. I'm asking like, it just seems a lot different compared to actually buying a house that maybe like need repairs, but not like a fire damage property. I feel like it'd be a lot less of an offer, you know?
Yeah, it will be. So look, 2 weeks here, right there. He's pointing to like a fire damaged house.
Yeah.
So you can go watch it. All the channels have them on the live. So go watch that one. Second of all, they're going to be a lot lower, but the profits are going to be still pretty good. So it doesn't really matter.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. I'm gonna definitely do that. Get to the
So repeat back to me what list you're going to do. The extra list now.
property appraiser, tax delinquencies, and fire damage properties.
Okay, what are you going to ask from the fire department for the list?
That's I was actually gonna ask that, but I'm guessing I'll probably ask like all fire damage properties in the
No,
area.
but you got to watch the video. Okay, you got to watch some videos on it. All right. Number 2, can I have a list? This is recorded, so you can replay this a million times.
Yeah.
Can I get a list of all the properties that caught on fire from your station that you went on calls on for the past 30 days?
Okay.
That's it.
All right. And with
Tax
the property,
delinquencies? Say that again?
yeah, with them, what I just ask for all the properties. Like, is there a time limit, or you just ask for all active properties?
That are on fire?
No, for the tax delinquencies.
Yes, all properties that haven't paid their taxes for the past year, that are behind on it.
All right.
They didn't pay 2022's taxes.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Zach.
All right. And they ask, Hunter, why do you want to pull this list? Do you know what to say?
Yes.
What?
I'm an independent researcher doing a project.
No, you're young, bro. I'm a student doing a project.
Oh. Well, yeah, I can do that instead.
Since you're young, you're a student. All right? All right. You're good to go, man.
Thank you, Zach.
Have a good one. Guys, when you can pass as a college student, now he's in high school, so high school is even better. If you can pass as a college student, I'm doing this for a project. That is it. One guy asked me in high school, this is my personal, why are you trying to pull the code violations for a high school project? Say, yeah, I'm trying to find the difference for code violations based on the zip code and seeing this as affects anything for the city. I want to really break down why some places are uglier than others in the city when it comes to tall grass and structural damage. That's it. That's it. Yeah, you go call the fire damage. Give me a list of all the houses currently on fire as we're talking. I love watching fires. Moon Man.
Yeah, hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, is that a Kid Cudi reference?
Perhaps. Okay, so I just got something to say first. So I started virtual real estate in December, so 3 months ago. I've had no luck, no deal yet, but that's okay. I'm in college and I have a part-time job and I make $250 every 2 weeks. But I buy a prop stream list every Friday. Like every Friday I get paid. And I finish, I know this is a bit long, but just keep up with me here. And I SMS blast the list and stuff. And the only thing I have to do after that is just Zillow, FSBO, and pulling government lists. And so my budget's tight, and I'm not in a hot area, and also I don't have a car for bandit signs or drive for dollars. So what do you think I should do?
Where do you live?
Muncie.
Where?
In Indiana.
Muncie, Indiana?
Yeah.
Let's do some math here. Look it up. Muncie, Indiana. Bro, the Midwest has the weirdest names. All right. Oh, that's right. Okay. It's between Fort Wayne and Indy. All right.
Mhm.
Bet. That's a good population. All right. It's not bad. So you're telling me, so you don't have a car?
No.
Okay. What part-time job do you have?
It's a dishwasher at my school. So.
All right. Cool. Okay. Honestly, what service are you using for text blasting on this?
My service, I just use my phone. I just call them up and just text them.
How many texts are you doing?
Like a couple hundred every two. Oh man, a couple hundred on my phone, but not constant. Like every 2 weeks when I get paid.
Okay. So I think you're using your resources wrong here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think buying a prop stream list is going to be your best, because to use prop stream, you should either do it to use the lists and or the comps, and they got driving for dollars. They got some good stuff on there, right? But like for what you need and what your budget is, I wouldn't be blowing it just on prop stream, because prop stream is like 10% of the battle, dude. Pulling the list is easy. Skip tracing is expensive. How are you skip tracing it?
Skip tracing?
Yeah, how are you doing that?
I just buy skip tracing for 12 cents on prop stream.
Dude, I just don't think it's worth it. Just to text it with your own phone, because I don't think your delivery rate. Do you know what your response rate is?
It's low, but I know that my carrier ain't blocked because I do get responses. I say out of the 1,000, I get maybe 15 max who might be interested.
Response rate.
Oh, response rate? Oh, less than 5%.
You're doing something wrong, man. Okay, you're doing something really wrong. Are you using my scripts for SMS text blasting?
No.
Are you using a script that someone taught you?
So it's basically.
Hey, whoa! I don't really care who, and I don't want to know who.
Sorry.
But it's a script from somebody besides me, right?
Right.
Are you paying them to learn this stuff?
No, I just searched it up on YouTube.
Okay. So you're telling me that you're using a guru script and gurus equal broke, and you're getting broke results. So you're using a guru script and you're getting guru results, and you're asking me what the problem is. And you get a 5% response rate when you should be getting a 20, 25. Heck, if you use my scripts, you should be at 30. And so the real thing is, dude, you're listening to gurus and you're getting the results of a guru. A guru gives you a script to make you fail on purpose, so you come back to them and pay them $4,000 to get the real script. That is the point. The guru wants you to fail until you give them money. And so I don't know, you're actually playing to the guru what they want. They want you to be failing, so you actually have to pay for their stuff. So between you and me, man, you're doing everything the guru wants you to do. So if you want to keep listening to them, you're doing perfect. If you want to make some money, dude, use an actual script that works, that actually gives a 20, 25% response rate. Use a double whammy script that I teach at wholesaling.com, pique some interest, and get some deals. Bro, you can't cherry pick some of my stuff and then use some guru stuff, mix it. It's going to be terrible, dude. You put hot sauce on a cake, it's going to taste terrible. All right? My stuff's a legit cake. It's amazing. But you're pouring hot sauce all over it, bro. You're destroying it.
Okay.
Your thoughts?
So you said something else about prop stream, right? How that's not a good method.
Bro, you like this is flying over your head, dude. This is completely flying over your head. Do you see the main problem here?
Right.
What is it?
I'm not using the double wing script. I'm cherry picking, basically.
You're cherry picking. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at freewholesaling.com, do you know what I've said the best SMS scripts are?
No.
No. So let's just take a step back here. If you want to get good wholesaling results, you're going to have to do the scripts I say and the methods I say and the lists I say.
Mm-hmm.
When you're just cherry picking what you want, what feels right for you, it's not going to do well. Now, I'm going to tell you it's at freewholesaling.com, but I'm telling you have to go. How many times have you heard me say the word freewholesaling.com in this live stream?
Lots.
Do you think I do it because I think it's funny?
No.
No. I do it because legit that's what it is. When you go to freewholesaling.com, you're going to hear that government lists are going to be the best list to text blast. Well, drawing for dollars is the best one, but text blasting, government lists are going to be the best. Prop stream lists are great when you're doing high volume. You're not doing 3, 4, 5,000 texts a day like me. So you probably shouldn't be doing a prop stream list for that. You should probably be doing government lists, code violations, pre-foreclosures, tax delinquencies, right? Those are the lists you probably should be doing instead. And you mix that with a double whammy script, you'll do fine. When you do guru stuff, you're going to get guru results. I've said it a million times, man. Why do you listen to a guru? I'm actually legit curious right now. Do they have a watch that makes you feel good? Like, what is it?
Well, no, I just looked up just things on YouTube about real estate, just extra info. I just do research sometimes.
Does he look cool? Like, what? I don't get the point, man. I'm just letting you know. I say this because whoever teaches you this stuff, they're telling you stuff on purpose to make you buy a course. You are being led down a path to fail. The reason, I'll give you a legit reason right now. Here's one really main reason about why I tell you to use my script, not everyone else's script. Because when a guru says, use this script, you know why they tell you to use that specific script? Because they are an idiot when it comes to SMS text blasting. If they actually text blasted, they would know if 1,000 people who watch this video use the same exact script, the carriers are going to say, oh, 1,000 different people are using the same exact thing. We're not going to allow that. We're not going to allow that happen, and it's going to fail. It's going to say delivered, but it might not go through because it's going to be marked as spam, and then boom, it won't go through. If you watch my course, you see how the double whammy script works. On top of that, you can use ChatGPT to write that script, rewrite it like 50 different times, and avoid the keywords that don't work, get high response rates, and get deals. And so your main problem, dude, is you're cherry picking. You haven't been through freewholesaling.com, and you're listening to broke wholesaling gurus, and you're getting broke wholesaling results. I got to be blunt with you, man. If you want to make a change, do it. I want to help you out, but I can't help you unless you're willing to help yourself.
Okay. Well, thank you. So basically what you said is I should do government lists and the double ring script and go on free wholesaling, basically.
That's it, man. I would start cold calling too, man.
Okay.
Why haven't you been cold calling?
Well, I do cold call. I cold call the Zillow FSBO.
Why aren't you cold calling government lists? Tell me the truth.
You have a point. I SMS text blast those
Tell
whenever I do pull them.
Bro, let's get to the bottom of it. Why haven't you cold called the code violations? Tell me the true reason. You're texting instead for a reason.
Because just in case they weren't interested, I feel like if I send a text and they text me back, that lets me know that they're interested. But that goes back to the cherry picking thing. So I guess you're right.
It's not that, dude. You're getting it wrong. So Are you saying you'd rather text than call because there's going to be people that are not interested? They're going to tell you on a text and it's different on calling you think?
Yes.
Okay. It's the same thing, man. If someone's not interested, they'll tell you over the phone, same thing as a text. Are you scared to cold call? Like do you legitimately not want to?
Oh, no. I'm not scared of cold calling.
Okay. You don't sound scared to cold call.
No, I'm not.
Are you scared to offend somebody and they say they're not looking to sell?
Well, no. And another reason is because if I call, it would take longer. It would take longer to go through the list than just texting them.
Where has texting led to right now?
Not good results.
I mean, you can keep doing it, man, but switch up your texting, dude. But I think calling is going to be better too. I think you should do both of them.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just letting you know, man. You got to stop with the gurus, man. I'm just being honest with you. Most people see the girl, the watch, the boat. They're like, oh, I want what he or she has. Let me do it. It's all a game, dude. It is, unless they have flashed 150K of actual checks, like checks, their name, HUD shown that their name on it, I'm not going to believe them. And I can tell you the 90% accuracy, they haven't done that in 2023, 2022, any of those. And so, honestly, I don't want to listen to them.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want you to be led down a bad path. You're going down a hamster wheel. And that's where they want you. They just want you to put you on a paid hamster wheel. It's all a funnel, so you drop 50K on them. The reason why I can tell you this is if you paid me $5,000 to learn wholesaling, I would never be able to tell you this stuff because you paid me. I'm not getting any money from you. I can honestly tell you what's going to work. Use the scripts I say, use the list I say, and have quality conversations. It's less quality to text somebody over calling them. Let me tell you one thing. Do you think if you're going to ask a girl out, would it be better if you texted her or called her? Which one do you think that person would think this person's more serious?
Call.
So would you rather seller know that you're more serious or less serious about buying their house?
More serious.
Which means you should
Call.
That's it. How do you get, bro? Here's the last part. I don't want to be weird, but like, how do you get better at asking people out? You just do it more, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get better at talking to a seller? You got to do it more. You won't get any better by texting. That's it. You just got to do it, man.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you start doing that stuff, your confidence is going to skyrocket and become a monster, bro. All right?
All right. Do you have any last tips before I go?
Yeah. Block all the gurus.
Okay.
Start going after government lists.
Mm-hmm.
And start doing the stuff you need to do. You know what to do. You know you have to go through wholesaling.com, but you just haven't.
Okay.
You haven't. Go through freewholesaling.com. The entire thing. Don't skip one video. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Don't skip it. Go through the whole thing.
Okay.
Go through it. Learn actually how to wholesale houses. And then from there, start pulling a government list. Skip trace it. Heck, you can do it for free at truebeaglesearch.com. Don't let money be an option or an issue for you.
Mm-hmm.
Get a wholesaling deal, dude. That's it.
Okay.
You know
It's
why
a
I'm
joke.
super confident telling you this?
Mm-hmm.
Because I helped thousands of people get their first deal, their 10th deal, their first 100K, first $1 million with this. There's no other person in wholesaling real estate besides me right now that's helped as many people get their first deal as me. At this point, it's not even close. Go to freewholesaling.com. You can see all the checks, see all the people. It's insane. Okay?
Okay.
That's why I can confidently tell you. All right, bro?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and one last thing. To Jose Rice, who said, I'm in that market, text me your Facebook info.
All right. Sounds good, man.
All right. Thank you.
You know what to do. All right, man. Go after it. All right. Looks like you hung up. That's all fine. Guys, I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. When I tell you to block the guru, I legit mean, I don't do that to be funny. I like to be funny with the gurus, but the truth is, I tell everyone, block out the hate. Block out the terrible, toxic information. First thing you got to cut off. First thing is the politics half the time in your life, right? Oh, it's political here. You know, this guy's this animal. This guy's that. I don't want to hear it. I want to make some money, right? Focusing on that's not going to help me out. Now, if they pass laws and stuff and affects real estate, sure. But don't let that stuff consume your life. When you listen to a guru, think about their intentions of why they say something. Go back and hear the conversation I had with Moon Man here. I told him something with the sole intention of helping him better his life. My intention was not to get him to go sign up for something, not for him to go sign up for a course or to buy this program or do this or do this or like, no. I told him the stuff that's going to make me $0, but I know that's the stuff that's going to land him his first, second, third deal. Now, is he going to do it? I don't know. I hope he does, but can I guarantee it? No. I truly believe he can. I know he's possible for it. Is he going to do it? We got to figure it out. A lot of people, they'll listen to the guru because he's got the cool stuff that everybody wants. But truthfully, the only thing you want from that man or woman is the business they have, right? You don't know how their personal life really goes. You don't know of anything behind the scenes. You don't know if that Lambo's rented. You don't know any of this stuff. The only thing you do know is they're saying something behind the screen. And if they're truthfully about making millions of dollars real estate wholesaling, they would show you HUDs. Go to my Facebook group. Go watch my YouTube channels. Watch my vlogs. You see me do $100,000 wholesaling deals. It's true. I do it. So if you want to copy that business I have, do what I say. No guru shows HUDs anymore. No guru does any of that stuff. And why? Because they don't wholesale houses. And like I've said before, if you copy a guru's advice and they don't wholesale anymore and they don't make any money, you're going to get the guru results. There's not one person in wholesaling that has helped more people get the first wholesaling deal besides me. No one. I'll take anyone to bat right now. I have hundreds of thousands of dollars. Sorry, I've poured $100,000, but I've poured hundreds of thousands of lives gone to freewholesaling.com. Social media. Send me checks. Zach, you helped me change my life. Every single day I get a DM. Zach, don't post this. Just 20 grand. Thank you so much. I don't want people to know my market, right? I get all that. I get more private DMs thanking me than public that I can post. But what I can tell you is it's unbelievable the amount of people I've helped get their first wholesaling deal. Unbelievable. And that's why I tell you my stuff works. I do it confidently because I truly know it works. And so I'll tell you guys stuff you need to know, not what you want to hear. All right. I'm not here to make money off of you. I'm here to help you out learn. And heck, I'm here to make some money. If you want to do a deal with me, you split a deal, do well, right? Sellmypaper.com. Johnny, what is up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's up, bro?
Hey, brother. Right now, just not much of a question, but I'm just subconsciously kind of fighting myself, if you know what I'm talking about.
With what?
Really going after it, putting in pressure.
Okay. Let's break it down.
Well, currently,
why aren't you going full ham with yourself, bro? Why aren't you doing what you deserve?
I don't know, man. It's just right now I like sitting down and like watching this, and I'm doing great right now. Currently, throughout the whole live stream, I pulled up some of my fire requests and organizing that down right now as we're talking.
All right. Let's just break this down. How many wholesaling deals have you done this year?
0.
0. How many cold calls have you made this past week?
0.
How many texts?
None.
How many offers?
None as well.
Why not?
I just started beginning to pull lists, but I kind of fighting myself not to fully skip trace and then start calling or texting.
Okay. Let's break this from the top. Where do you live?
Here in Washington State,
Where?
in the south of Seattle. Like
Okay.
here, King County, Pierce County.
So you're in King County?
Yeah,
Are you doing local or virtual?
I'm doing local.
Okay. So do you have a job?
Yeah, I do full-time as a prototype machinist.
That's good. That's good money, right? So that's not bad. So are you
Yeah.
living a good life right now?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Right? Like, I mean, you're living a better life than a lot of people. So first of all, you're doing good. So congrats on that, right? First of all, you're doing well for yourself, right?
Thank you.
Why do you want more? Why do you want to get into wholesaling?
So currently right now, I hate doing the 9-to-5 jobs.
Hmm.
I hate waking up, so my schedule is pretty tight. So that's why subconsciously I tell myself like I don't got time for this. I'm barely doing the minimum. So I just wake up, go to work. Right after work, just drive down the street to the gym. You know, how long? Couple hours at the gym, and then come home tired, make my meal, and then just have probably like 1 hour gap before I rest, and then go to work again. But what I want, what you were asking for, what I want more is I want to get out of that life, so I can just wake up, do the things I want to do, and support my family, myself, anybody near me, all my close friends.
Johnny, you said you spend 2 hours at the gym.
Yeah, I always do.
Are you a bodybuilder?
No, no, no. I just
Do you bench like 400 pounds?
no, no, no.
Like, bro, like, why do you spend 2 hours at the gym?
That's the time I take. I do.
Are you like a massive individual?
No, no, not really. Maybe actually a little bit big.
What's your bench?
I do a plate.
You do 135.
Yeah,
You spend 1 hour you spend 2 hours in the gym.
yeah.
Bro. All right, let's do this. Let's spend an hour at the gym
Okay.
and go hard in the paint. All right. Do you know how to bulk and cut and do all that stuff?
Yeah, that's why I got my meal preps on the weekend that I do.
Take an hour and just work out hard. That's all you really need. All right. Do 5 sets of 5. Go hard in the paint. All right, bro.
Okay.
Do 5 sets for 5 reps as hard as you possibly can do.
All right.
All right. However, how stronger, it doesn't matter. I don't care. But 2 hours is excessive because that's an hour you could spend doing wholesaling.
Sure.
No secret for me. Spend 45 minutes to an hour at the gym. That's all I do. All right.
Okay.
And what I can tell you is because I've been working out for a while and I can do it, but also I value my time. So I just saved you an hour. All right. I just saved you an hour. That's 7 hours a week. That'll get your butt in motion. All right, bro?
Yeah.
And so let's do this. Okay. You clearly have shown that you say you want to change, but your actions are showing that you haven't made that change. What I've honestly found is unless you are actually at the point where you are more fearful of staying at where you're at right now than actually taking the action, you will not change. Which basically means if you are more scared to take action than actually risking things and staying where you're at, you're not going to do anywhere. And so what you have to understand is, man, you're right now, you're not going to get anywhere in life that you want to make a change. Just your actions have clearly shown. If you spend that 1 hour at the gym in the wholesaling, you'll be a beast. All right. Have you ever heard of Dorian Yates?
Never.
Look up Dorian Yates whenever you can. He's one of the biggest bodybuilders of all time. Mr. Olympia, massive dude. Okay. You go search him right now.
How do you spell that first name?
All right. Does he look like he's a big dude?
Yeah.
Pretty big, a little bigger than me, but just barely. He only works out 45 minutes a day. At his peak, he only worked out 45 minutes a day. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have 7 hours a week we can use for wholesaling. All right. And clock it. Say this is my extra gym time. 1 hour. You're gonna clock yourself, and that's what you're gonna do. So you need motivation. I just cut out an extra 7 hours a week for you.
Yep.
Bro, that's it. So spend that 7 hours pulling lists, reverse trying for dollars, getting leads, answering sellers, offers, deals. That's it. 7 hours.
Okay. Sounds great. And then I got a question on the skip tracing part. So when I'm pulling all of these addresses down to find the name for the property owners, where would I go online to look for that?
So I would go to freewholesaling.com to learn wholesaling for free. I can tell you haven't gone to freewholesaling.com either.
Yeah, I didn't really take a look at that.
Bro, what do you listen to at the gym?
Podcast.
Go to freewholesaling.com and play a video while you're at the gym. Just listen to it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to switch that too, okay? So you're going to have 7 hours a week or 5 hours, whatever it is at the gym, of listening to how to wholesale. All right, that's going to change your life. What's the last podcast you listened to? Tell me the truth.
Last podcast was about some ATM. Just this like a podcast about these, like they do like Money Mondays. So I just recently.
Is that going to make you any more money?
Kind of, but it's a whole different other.
Does it have the power to change your life right now financially?
Maybe.
How?
It talks about real estate. It talks about a lot of industries. So it's like two main people, and they
The
bring
last podcast you listen to, how is it going to make you money this month? Tell me exactly.
Not. Yeah, you're right. Nothing.
It's not.
Nope.
Wholesaling.com. Listen to videos while you're working out. That's going to be extra time you get.
Yeah.
You're going to spend that 7 hours doing it. So you asked me a question. How do I find the owners with their address? Kings County Property Appraiser. That's going to be the best thing you can use for skip tracing.
Kings County Property Appraiser. All right. Okay, and then when I go on there, pull up the list or put the address down, it should just pop up the owner's names.
Yep.
Okay, and then when I insert that into True People search, I call the names that are linked with each other. I call the numbers that are linked with that name.
Yep.
Okay, and
I have
then
a whole video. It's called Watch Me Pull the Pre-Foreclosures and Probates for wholesaling.com. You can see me start to finish, pull a pre-foreclosure and a probate, find the street people search and call them and actually talk to them all together. So that'll help you out a lot too.
where's that at?
Bro.
Freewholesaling.com. Got it.
Freewholesaling.com. All right, man.
Okay, yeah. I'm literally on the page right now. Yeah, bro. I watched like the first 2 videos, and then I'm not gonna lie to you. I just gave it up.
I'm telling you, it's not a podcast about ATM heists. It's a podcast how you're gonna make $100K extra this year and quit your 9-to-5 job. If that is not the most interesting thing to you right now, I don't know what is.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, brother. I'm gonna get to it. Right after this, during the live, I just sent out a couple of public records requests for fire damaged properties, and then right after this, I'm gonna be doing for water shutoffs. So right now, I got currently a list of right now 300 of addresses I got down from code violations, some fire damage. I'm waiting for the other half of the county, and then gonna be start attacking the water shutoffs.
Water shutoffs, tax delinquencies, code violations, probates, reverse drive for dollars as much as you can on that stuff.
Okay. Alrighty.
And guess what? We're gonna look up Dorian Yates and figure out how we're gonna get massive like him with only an hour, 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get massive. We're gonna get some massive wholesaling deals, and we're just gonna live life, bro. All right.
Yes, sir.
Go do it, man.
Sounds great.
Freewholesaling.com.
Alrighty, sounds great. I'll check in next week.
Dude, I can tell if you went through freewholesaling.com next week. So
yeah.
There's no way to lie to me, all right?
Yeah.
Go after it, man.
All right, sounds great. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Dorian Yates was definitely on the yams, all right? I'll tell you that. But he was still the biggest human being they have on record that year for Mr. Olympia. He was the largest, most muscular man on record that year. So you can't say anything bad about that, all right? And so if the most muscular man in the entire world only worked out 45 minutes a day, I think you can do less, all right? And if you don't take steroids, you're still going to be big if you worked out and ate like him. Honestly, I should probably try to get into bodybuilding naturally, and just to prove to all the gym rats that you don't have to work out 6 hours a day and you can just use that time for wholesaling. Jeez Louise. Drives me crazy. All right, 2 hours. Man, see, legit. When I find somebody that needs help wholesaling and they have no motivation or no time, I just say, show me your schedule. Show me your schedule. And I can break down someone's schedule, say, all right, we're going to pick this apart. That's stupid. That's fine. Boom, 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 boom. Bro, if that guy's complaining now, wait until, if he gets married or has kids. And then he's going to have a lot less time, all right? He'd rather hustle now than drives me nuts. Olivia.
Hey, Zach. How are
How you doing? I'm
Good,
doing
good, good,
good.
good. Good. Thank you so much for all the help and all of
Of course.
you guys'
Olivia,
content.
do you get upset when someone without no kids says they don't have enough time and they're too busy?
Yes,
Does
because
it
I
make
have
you
5
laugh?
kids.
It makes me laugh. I got no kids, but like I see people like, you got no kids, you're not married, and you say you're too busy.
Oh my God,
The
right. I'm
funniest thing in the world
jealous.
to me.
No, I have 5 kids, and so life is crazy around here. But
I know.
what I've come to learn for watching you guys for the past year and a half is do exactly what you guys teach. Don't do it any other way, right? Pulling government list for me is really easy. I mastered that. I'm happy. Anyways, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Okay, so long story short, I have a couple of questions here. When working with probates, personal representatives, when they're on board to sell the property, right? They're ready to go. I schedule the appointment. All of a sudden, they ghost me. I know probates take time. What is a good way to put them like in a follow-up? I don't know if it's because they had someone pass away in their family. It's a personal attachment to the property. I don't know what's going on there, right? I noticed that issue with probates, but I'm super excited because I have my first appointment right here in my home state for tomorrow. I'm really, really happy. It's for a probate deal. I know it will sell. I know this neighborhood. I've been working with this lady now for a while. She ghosted me for a while, right? I did follow-ups, didn't hear from her. I heard from her about 2 hours ago. She's like, "Hey, I'll make you lunch when you come out here." I'm still ready to sell the property and all of that. I'm excited for you to do a walkthrough. So I'm really, really excited for that. I'm not excited for the 2-hour drive, but I'm really excited. I just want to know what I'm doing wrong with probates. Is it because they're not comfortable with me, or I do the MCTP, or do they just need more time? I've had a personal representative call me back and say, "Hey, I will call you back. I'm just not too sure yet." And I want to be respectful. So how do I address this issue?
I mean, this
Just
is
keep
pretty
them in a
simple.
follow-up?
Probates
Okay.
all deal with grief, and
Okay.
you
Right.
know, everyone grieves in a different way, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to really, say anything to make anything better for anyone.
Right.
It's definitely on a personal journey. Some
Okay.
people grieve by, distracting themselves. Some
Mm-hmm.
people grieve by trying to sell the house and get everything gone, get rid of things. Some people
Right.
grieve by just going MIA, right? People
Mm-hmm.
do things in different ways. Unfortunately, when it comes to grieving, people passing away, people's emotional sides come out. And that is the
Okay.
most unfortunate, like I'm saying this in weird, like it's the most irrational part of humans. Like once you put emotions into something, you start not acting logical. So there's
Right.
no logical way to just ghost you. That makes no sense. But because
Right.
it's
Right.
so
Okay.
emotional, people do
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
honestly found I never push a probate. I never treat it like a pre-foreclosure, like in your face,
Right.
boom, 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 right?
Right. Right.
You
That
can't.
that makes me feel uncomfortable. Right.
They're going
Okay.
through such a tough situation. It's not in their best interest to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a stray cat. Like you can put the food out there, they have to go take it, right? Like
Right.
if you don't want, I'm not going to go to run after a stray cat. Like they're just going to run further from me, right?
Right. 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 Right.
Food's right
Right.
here in the milk. Go after it if you want it. That's it.
Okay.
And so
Right.
leave a text, leave a call, be nice. I would love to tell you to push hard on a probate. The marketing
Yeah.
you can. Once you got someone that wants to sell,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. Now on the other end, maybe they're trying to find a way to go through probate and they're trying to ignore you on purpose. If that's the
Okay.
case, call them from a different phone number and see if they pick up. Usually they will pick up and you'll get an answer.
Okay, that's really, really good to know. Awesome. Okay, one more question. So, how do you market to people who are currently incarcerated? Do you send them a direct mail piece? Or I'm a little stuck on that because I've ran into a probate recently. Someone's the PR and they're currently incarcerated, sitting in prison, obviously. And I was like, okay, how should I get a hold of this person? Through a direct mail?
Me and Rick a couple of years ago, we
Mm-hmm.
tried to wholesale a house with a guy on death row.
Mm.
Probably one of the most insane records ever.
Right.
I went to wholesale the house with the guy that not on death row, but he let's say he did some very, very bad things.
Right.
I've done this before. I'm in Florida, a lot of crazy people. This isn't a first for me. Direct mail is going to be the best part. That's it.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
And so
That's really good to know.
you're going to
I'll
have to
try that.
find what their thing is, like inmate with a blah, 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 blah. They got to open the letter, read it. Is this, is there a knife in here? Right.
Right.
They got to do that stuff. But don't write anything stupid, like crazy.
Okay.
But like,
Awesome.
hey, I see this house is leaving here. It seems like you're the only owner. Are you looking to sell it? I can give you some cash for it just to buy it.
Okay.
And, unfortunately, I've dealt with a lot of people who are going to go to jail and they want to get the cash for it because, unfortunately, the way the U.S. justice system is, you have to buy for things you need, like deodorant.
Right.
Sometimes, like, they're going to need some money.
Commissary.
Food,
Right.
and so they're probably going to want that extra cash sitting there for the house. On top of that, if they're in prison, no one's paying $4,000 a year for the taxes.
That's true.
It's worth sending a letter out. Definitely. You don't want to go
Awesome.
visit them,
I'll do that.
but just send a letter out. Call them and see what the mailing address is for it, and you'll be fine.
Okay. Awesome. I'll do that. Okay. One more thing. I didn't fill out an agreement, a contract for the property for yesterday. She told me she should be ready to sign and all of that. My printer broke. So do you recommend I just do it on DocuSign and we do it together? I know you guys said before bringing papers will freak a seller out, so I don't really want to go that
Papers in
route.
front of the seller would be best.
Okay, I'll figure out a way to print it
Library,
out.
see if you can print in a library for 10, 15 cents.
I know they're not open tomorrow.
They're
I'll
open
figure
on
it out.
Monday?
No, they're open Tuesday through Saturday over here.
Call the title company.
Okay, I'll do that.
Hey,
Awesome.
I'm actually driving to an appointment and my printer broke. Is it okay if I print a contract here? I'm going to drive by, send it back.
Okay, I'll do that. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great Sunday. You guys are amazing.
All right.
Thank you for your
Have a good
help.
one.
Awesome. Thanks. You too. Bye.
I'm telling you, I can't be upset on a Sunday because the Dolphins aren't playing. So the Dolphins can't lose. It's hard for me to be upset on a Sunday. Dolphins just got Jalen Ramsey today, so feeling good. Feeling good about Jalen Ramsey. Some people say he's not good. I think he's pretty good. Yo,
what's up, Zach?
how's it going, man? How can I help you out?
It's going all right. I'm just here with my partner Anthony. I wanted him to be on the phone with me. I just want to show you something. I just want to show you something really quick.
Show me. Oh, let's go. First deal, right?
Yes, sir. First one.
Anthony.
All things.
Yo.
Anthony, he's talking to you.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Bro, what's up?
Man, thank you for everything, man.
Bro, let's go.
We couldn't have done it without you, Zach. We
really 10K each.
What happened?
Was it 10K just to you or 10K each?
No. It's 10K for both of us. We went half and half. We worked on it together, so we couldn't be any happier, and we're still grinding, We plan on going ghost again, so you probably won't hear about me in a couple months till I get a new one. I'll definitely be jumping on the lives for sure. But hey, we couldn't have done this without you.
Funny, man. I like it. Remember the first time you hopped on here?
Oh yeah, I definitely remember. It was
Right.
crazy,
You
but
saw the growth.
hey,
Dude,
we're still growing. Every day is a learning experience for sure.
how do you get the deal? Let everybody know in the comments. How do you get the deal? What happened? Tell everyone.
All right, so how did we get the deal, Tony? We first we followed obviously freewholesaling.com. We stuck to it. We followed orders. That's what we did. We obviously also, I think we got it from a water shut off list. So, it comes in handy, skip trays. We bought the list and all that stuff. And we just kept cold calling, we got rejected so many times, but we didn't give up. So anyone that's listening, even though you guys do get rejected, just keep making those calls. So I mean that's how we got it. We had to go back and obviously renegotiate with the seller. It worked out. We found a buyer. My cousin Anthony, he found the buyer. I found the seller. We connected. We got it done, and we did end up closing. Way sooner than expected. So everything worked out pretty well. And like I said, all thanks to you.
Bro, you're in Illinois. Did the cops come to your house?
Oh,
Is that
definitely
what
not.
happened?
Definitely not. Nah, they
No,
didn't.
right? You're just funny, right? But dude,
Crazy.
that's huge for you, man. Congrats. You pay any gurus on this? Are they the
Um,
reason why you did it?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I think I told you in the beginning when I first started, I did actually pay for a guru in the beginning, but I learned from my mistakes. So anyone that's listening, don't pay for a guru. You have an
Did they
amazing
tell you to do the
mentor.
water shop list?
No, they didn't.
No, man. I'm telling you, the gurus ain't gonna help you. Just taking the action, that's the only thing that's gonna help you out, man.
I feel like when someone wants to go with the guru, I guess they just want it so quick. But in this business, nothing really comes quick. You just have to, put in the time and you'll
Telling you, man.
eventually see progress.
I
So
told you water shop list, and you did it, and you're getting the results. So
sure.
it's all
Yeah,
you and Tony, man.
Hey, my cousin's on the phone. I had to get him on. He didn't want to,
Is
but
his
he's a
last
little.
name Willie Montana?
I mean, no, that's
That's
his
kind of
last
sick.
name. I mean,
It's kind of
no,
sick
his
though.
last
Tony
name.
Montana's a cool name.
That's how I have him on under my contacts. But no, but
He's a
that's pretty
gangster,
cool.
man. I like it.
But hey, Zach, really do appreciate you. I still kind of get nervous, but thank you for everything, and keep doing what
Let's
you're
get
doing.
like a couple more of these, and you'll be less nervous. All right.
All right, for sure, we'll do. I'll be hopping on. Like I said, I'm gonna go ghost again, and we're definitely gonna keep our head
Come on,
down.
man.
And just keep going for
Hit
it.
me up on the DMs. I'll get you on the podcast if you want. People can send you some deals.
Definitely, that'd be cool. Hey, I actually have 2 properties on the contract. The ones I spoke to you about last time. I don't know if you remember. We have them on the contract as well.
What
and,
areas?
It's in Racine, Wisconsin. Not
So
in
where can people
Chicago.
hit you up if they want to help you out with it?
I mean, Facebook. That's the only thing I'm gonna use.
What's the name on Facebook? People can help you out.
My full name is Lemuel, and my last name is Reyes. You guys can go ahead and I have, if someone wants to JV, we could definitely work something out.
Look them up, man.
Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you. See you then.
Love it, man.
Take care. Bye.
Keep it up, dude.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, bro, come on. Let's go. $10,000. Y'all don't need a guru. Go below to freewholesaling.com. I didn't even know he's going to hop on. I didn't know if he did the deal, but hey, he did it. So, guys, it works. I tell you, I don't do this because it makes me feel good about I do it because it legit helps you change your life. So, guys, if you want to start wholesaling houses, make a ton of money, go out here, freewholesaling.com. This is Zach Ginn signing out. See you guys soon. Have a blessed one.